Hall Oates are considered to be the most successful duo of all time. They've sold millions of albums, 7 platinum records. They've been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And that is why it's made international headlines after Daryl Hall has filed a restraining order against John Oates, a band that's been playing together since the late 60s. They broke out into prominence in the late 70s and had a mountain of success all throughout the 80s. Now, a judge has added to the mystery, opting to seal the reason behind this restraining order filed by Daryl Hall against his bandmate John Oates. This has shocked many fans. And now 2 reports purport to give reasons behind this confidential restraining order. Many fans are wondering what this could be about after such a triumphant and prolific music career over many decades that is still going on to this day. You know most of Hall & Oates' chart-topping hits, songs that have gone number 1 like Rich Girl, Kiss on My List, Private Eyes, I Can't Go For That, Man-Eater, and Out of Touch. I think Out of Touch was also in the Vice City soundtrack for those of you who remember that. But look, Hall & Oates are apparently involved in some sort of a confidential and secretive legal battle, but there are these 2 stories that claim to know. This is the first one here from TMZ that explains from their perspective, and then the Associated Press has a totally different reason. Both of them, though, do pertain to the rights to their music and some sort of a transaction or what songs the individual members are allowed to perform. This is what TMZ says. It says, Hall & Oates restraining order muzzles Oates. Hall says, keep my songs out of your mouth. Hall & Oates are on the outs on what songs John Oates is allowed to sing by himself. As we reported, Daryl Hall got a restraining order against his longtime compadre last week, although the file has been sealed and no information is publicly available. The 2, by the way, the most successful duo in music history, have been in arbitration, we're told, trying to work out the ground rules over who can sing what as a solo artist, along with money issues, of course. It says Hall went to court on November 16th asking for a restraining order against Oates, and the judge granted that order that day. It says Oates had a slew of concerts scheduled this month with November 1st, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 9th, and 10th, though the November 9th and 10th shows were postponed until next year with no reason given. One of the most interesting aspects to this is Hall & Oates have really had no problems throughout their careers. There has been very little drama between these 2 musicians who have been so successful for many years. But in an appearance on Club Random with Bill Maher, Daryl Hall, he kind of alluded to problems going on internally between the 2 musicians. Bill Maher asked about his partner, John Oates, and Hall fired back that Oates was not his partner creatively. He says they were just business partners. So he's basically saying that he wrote the songs and put in the work, and that seems to be kind of below the surface, the tension that's going on between them performing solo shows. Apparently, Daryl Hall wrote songs like Rich Girl and You Make My Dreams and Out of Touch, which are really their biggest songs. And so maybe that's what this is, where you have another member that didn't write the songs going out and trying to perform. But the Associated Press has a different take on what this may be caused by. The Associated Press says Daryl Hall is suing John Oates over a plan to sell a stake in a joint venture. A judge has paused the sale. It says Daryl Hall has sued his longtime music partner John Oates, arguing that his plan to sell off a share in a joint venture would violate the terms of a business agreement they had forged. The move quickly prompted a judge to temporarily block the sale. A Nashville Chancery Court judge issued a temporary restraining order on November 16th, writing that Oates and others involved in his trust can't move to close their sale of their share of Hall Oates Enterprises LLP to Primary Wave IP Investment Management LLC until an arbitrator in a separately filed case weighs in on the deal or until the judge's order expires, typically within 15 days. This is the same day Hall filed his lawsuit, which was largely brought under seal, obscuring most details. An order Wednesday by the judge allowed more filings to be made public, though many details about their business arrangement remain under wraps. Writing in favor of sealing certain filings, Hall's attorneys reason that it's a private dispute under an agreement with confidential terms concerning a confidential arbitration process. Although the publicly released version of the lawsuit didn't specify what's at stake in the sale, Primary Wave has already owned a significant interest in Hall & Oates' song catalog For more than 15 years, in a 2021 interview with Sky News, Hall alluded to disappointment with the sale of his back catalog. He said, in the early days, it got sold off for me and I didn't get the money. He said in the same interview, he advised artists to retain their publishing rights, saying all you have is that. It seems like there actually might be multiple things going on here, with Daryl Hall asserting that he has written some of their biggest songs, and you have John Oates going and performing them live for massive crowds, and he's not being compensated for that. And it seems like maybe John Oates is also selling off a portion of his stake or his entire stake in the group. We'll get some clarity on this. There's going to be a hearing on November 30th. This has attracted a lot of attention worldwide, just given the magnitude of Hall & Oates' career and the many huge songs they have penned over the years. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. That's your latest update from Rockfeed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest news.